Hello everyone. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a new reservation and new walk-ins, also how to check out customers. So let's start with making new reservation by clicking the buttons on top left, new reservation. And you can see that it requires some of the most general information that you need from a customer, such as check-in date, check-out date, what kind of room they want, and number of the guests, and how much you want to charge them. So start with the check-in date. Let's say the guest is checking in on June 8th, which is today when I'm making this video. And as for checkout date, we can go with, let's go 11th, the Monday. You'll notice that there are a list of rooms available for given dates and the room type. So if I change the room type to, say for example, double DB, then you can see the list of the room is also changing. Let's go back to single, and I'm going to go with the room 102. Let's say there are 2 adults and 1 child. You might have also noticed that the rate has been automatically changing. For example, right now it's $79. If I go with the 1 adult, it goes back to $69. You can set this automatic rate changes in room type settings, which is also covered in another tutorial video. But that's another story. We're gonna go ahead and go with the $79. Also, you can you can manually change the rate to $100. For example, you can change it to whichever rate you want. But we'll go back to $79. This rate here is the rate that's including the tax and customer making reservation. So it's the person that's making a reservation. You can either search for the customer, but for this demo, I'm gonna create a new customer. And customer name, let's name him Bill Doe. Can be a person, email, billdoe@gmail.com. So just a bunch of arbitrary information I'm just gonna enter. And customer notes is something you want to leave the notes for other clerks using the software as well. Bill Doe wants his room. And click on create customer, and you can see that Bill Doe has been created. Say if I want to change it, you can simply change his information. You can simply click on his name and you can change the information anytime you want. And say if you want to change the customer, you can simply click on X button and either search for a different customer. It pops up based on the letters you type in, or you can always pull up his name again by typing Bill, and you can see Bill Doe. You can click on him, and there you go, he's selected again. And customers staying in room, these will be the customers accompanying guests for Bill Doe. So let's say Jesse Doe, say this is Bill Doe, and these information, emails and phone numbers and whatnot, they're all optional information that you can enter, but you don't have to enter as well at the same time. You can go ahead and create a Jesse Doe, and we're going to also create 1 child. Let's name him Tim Doe. Create new customer, Tim Doe, and create customer. There you go. And the booking notes is something that's optional as well. It's something you want to leave to other front desk clerks to read about this booking as well. For example, I can say Bill requested late checkout at noon. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and create a reservation. The reservation has been created and gives you a reference number 8850. This you can give to the customer as a reference number. It's also, again, it's an optional thing, not mandatory. You can go ahead and create or close the window. And as you can see, there's a new reservation for Bill Doe. Keep in mind that on the right side of the panel, you can see today's highlights. It only shows the reservations that are checking in today, or in-house guests, the customers that are staying in the hotel right now, and the customers that checked out today, and auto orders. For example, these are when you have to mark your room that's auto order that you cannot sell. We'll go over that later in this tutorial. Let me just show you what happens if I drag Bill Doe to tomorrow. you'll notice that you cannot see him on today's highlights anymore because he's not checking in today. Instead, he's checking in tomorrow. I'm going to drag him back to today, and you can see that he pops up right there. As for creating a new walk-in, it's very similar to reservation. Click on new walk-in. You'll notice that there is a check-in date. It's already set as today because obviously he or she is checking in today. You can set checkout date. Let's say he's checking out tomorrow. Shows all the available rooms. Notice that it doesn't show these 102 on the room list because it's taken by bill though. But I can instead go with 106 and say one person. Let's say new customer. Customer and check-in. Close. And you can see John Doe is in 106 for today and checking out tomorrow. I forgot to actually go over one thing here. Let's click on new walk-in again. You'll notice that there's a new print a new registration card. If you click on it, you can print a registration card that the customer can fill in. Let me just give you a better view. So yeah, that's what it basically looks like. I'm gonna not print it and just cancel it. But what happens is once you print the registration card, the customer can fill in the information and give it back to you, and you can enter the information based on what's written on the registration card as well. I'm just gonna cancel this. Alright, and say if Bill Doe came to the hotel after making reservation and he wants to check in. All you have to do is click on his name and click on check-in guest. I'm sorry, before clicking on check-in guest though, you can again print the registration card for Bill Doe. And you'll see that all the information is filled for him. So all he's really got to do is sign on it and put the date on. But I'm not going to print it because it's just a demo, so I'm just going to click on cancel. And after that's done, you can check him in to the hotel. There you go. So this is how you check in customers and make reservations. If you want to check the guest out, so let's go to the next day, run the night audit to switch the date to tomorrow and charge all the guests. Run night audit. Done. And on the in-house guest, you'll notice that John Doe's checkout date is highlighted as orange color. You can click on him, and all you have to do to check him out is click on checkout guest. Roomsy will notify you saying he owes us $69 or however much. You can either open the invoice or just close the window. I'm just going to close it, and you can see that John Doe is now under checked out guest that checked out today. And Bill Doe, however, he's still staying, so he's under in-house guest. I'm just going to go over how to make new auto orders. It's very simple and similar with how you make new reservations. Click on new auto order. Say if the bed is broken, so you cannot sell the room anymore. You can just type in bed is broken. And I say check-in date starting today. And it will go on for about 3 days. That's how long it's going to take to fix the bed. Well, usually I'm hoping normally it takes less than 24 hours. But you can also set the room type so you can find out which room you're talking about. Say it happened in a family room, room 104. Create new auto order, close, and you can see that you cannot sell the room during that period that you just entered. You can always erase the auto order by clicking on it and click on delete auto order, and there you go, it's gone. So okay, there you go. This is basically how you handle all the reservations and check-ins. And if you have any questions, simply just click on the help section on the top right corner of your screen, and you can call us at any time or send us an email. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll continue on next tutorial. Bye now.